Before we jump into today's episode, quick shout out to our sponsor, eBay Live. If you think eBay is just a marketplace, you're missing a whole side of it. eBay Live is where real-time excitement meets rare, exclusive, hard-to-find cards and collectibles. You can watch live auctions, catch exclusive drops, and buy directly from trusted and, quite frankly, the best sellers like myself while it's all happening. It feels like a show, not just shopping, with great hosts, the aforementioned me, creators, and streamers. Plus, everything's backed by eBay's protections and authenticity guarantees. To check it out, download the eBay app, tap the eBay Live button right under the search bar. Make sure you follow, obviously, Sports Cards Nonsense. Let's get back to your show.
Welcome to Hobby Nonsense. It's another week. It's another fun-filled Ray Jesse conversation about the origins of COVID and if it happened right here in this office.
What one of my favorite movies is?
Tell me. Outbreak.
Yes, it's so good.
Boy, we're already in sync. The fact that I just guessed Outbreak.
Well, we're talking about diseases.
I mean, we were talking about the origins of them, and that is what the. Was that also one of your classes in school? Like, I feel like we had to read that book in one of our classes.
I didn't even know it was a book. So I definitely
it's a movie as well. But yes, yeah, I
definitely
think
didn't read it.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe I never had to read it, and maybe we just watched the movie.
You just watched?
Yeah.
Or you just read the book?
I would.
Like,
that doesn't sound like me. Well, wait, is that a Michael Crichton book? Because I read a lot of Michael Crichton back in the day.
I think it is.
Oh, man. All right.
I think it is.
Who wrote? Guys, welcome to the show.
We're here, baby. We're here. Sports Boy and AKA Solar Ray here. I am 50% into a Red Bull right now, so you know that the show is gonna be spicy.
You know that Ray is going to inevitably talk over me, and then I'm gonna say, "Hey, after today's episode, I couldn't help but notice. Do you think you could work on maybe like not talking over me?" That's how it typically happens. Anytime there's like an episode where it's like overwhelming. And it's only because of the energy level, which is also a good thing, though. You want to have high energy levels.
I'm going to try to retain the energy level.
Okay.
But respectfully.
I don't think it's disrespectful, honestly. I think it's just you getting energized.
I think, yeah. And to your point, it is frustrating. And
to your point, Robin Cook wrote the book.
Oh,
Outbreak.
Dang.
That means nothing to anybody. But
yeah.
Now we know that. We're going into this episode with a number of different topics. Typically, it's how we normally do this.
Sorry, I already did it.
No, you didn't. No,
Strike
it's okay.
one.
It's okay to do it. It's only when I'm like on a.
I can't do this anymore.
When there is like we could clip that up, but then it's like, oh, wow, I couldn't get it out. That's the only time.
Gotcha.
So
I got to keep in mind.
Just be perfect and stop trying to make me work harder than I have to.
I have what is it? Performance anxiety.
Did Brittany tell you that or
what?
Nothing. Forget what I said. So where do you want to start, honestly? Because I've got things to go with pretty much every topic that you could possibly want. Do you want to start with that Pokemon break-in?
Sure.
Maybe we start there. Let's just jump into that. So there was a Pokemon break.
I didn't know if you were going to tee me up or if I needed to tee.
Ray is going to be covering this story, but basically, if you haven't already seen, last Wednesday, I believe it was PokéCourt. It's a store in New York. They posted online the experience that many will never forget. Take it from there.
So, just like Jesse was saying, the PokéCourt is a TCG store in New York. Which I'm trying to find the exact date. Wednesday, January 14th, 3 armed robbers locked PokéCourt's customers and staff in the store, pointed guns, and smashed and grabbed merchandise. This all occurred while the PokéCourt was hosting their first ever top loader decorating night, and it was their first ever community event in the new space. I'm not too sure how long they've been in that space, but I know it is a new space, and videos are all over the internet.
Yeah,
three people pointing guns at customers, at staff, smashing and grabbing. I think they said it took 90 seconds for everything to go down, which they made out with over. I think I wrote it down. Over $100K worth of merchandise.
$100,000 in merchandise in
within
90
seconds.
That's crazy to me. This is a serious thing for many reasons, but where they were in New York, like he said, New York City has some, I'm sure, some sketchy parts. This was in the Chelsea area, and the only reason I know is I literally walked through this same spot when I was just up there in September, just like 4 or 5 months ago. It's a very nice area. Like there's a lot of not only businesses, but there's people, there's a lot of traffic. That the fact that a store like this in the middle of the city got broken into is, well, it is New York City. So you already have one strike against you as far as like the crime rates go. But I would assume it can't be that bad in an area like that. Like you would think there's a lot more risk of getting caught and just overall police activity in the area. Mm-hmm. So the fact that they're that brazen to just go in and start smashing and grabbing, it definitely feels the vibe that I got from watching the video, from seeing some other accounts of this. It feels like they knew the store well. They'd been in there before. They knew exactly what they wanted. They were wearing, I believe they were wearing like, I think it was Pokemon backpacks, or at least like some other like TCG collector type backpack on some of the guys who were doing it. So yeah, this definitely has the vibe of someone who has probably been in there, probably lives in the area, and decided, well, I want what they have and I don't want to pay for it.
Mm-hmm. Just to your point, Jesse, just by looking at what the store looks like, the store is beautiful.
Oh yeah, it was high end for sure.
Beautiful. So these stores, they're going to be in some influential areas, especially in New York City. They even have the funds to open up a really nice brick and mortar store in New York City. It's got to be top of the line.
I would think
right?
so. Yeah.
But again, they made out with over $100,000 worth of items. And to your point, I think they knew exactly what they were going to grab. They knew exactly what they were going to do. And they ran off with a bunch of, and the PokéCourt did, on their Instagram page, they did announce some of the top items that were stolen. Mm-hmm. Just so like in the cards, I know the Dallas card show was this mm-hmm. weekend. So just in case there's these shows and you happen to stumble upon any of these cards, these are the cards that were stolen from the store. I do want to just give some information on that in case people that are listening come across these cards. Check them out. Everything's already on their Instagram if you want to double check. But some notable ones: PSA 8 Gold Star Trico, certain number 125776718. A PSA 10 Gold Star Mudkip, certain number 109172470. A PSA 5 first edition Charizard, certain number 142168644. And last one I'll mention is a PSA 6 Gold Star Pikachu, certain number 109968434.
I'm looking up too as you're going over this. I'm checking some of these news accounts because I feel like I've been hearing more and more just in the last, month. I'm seeing at least like 4, maybe 5 other reported robberies at card shops.
Wow.
It is getting more and more blatant, I feel like. And granted, people are coming after hours. There was another attempted break-in over at Nash Cards over in Mount Juliet just recently.
Oh, I didn't know
one
that.
Of our local ones. Yeah, he posted some stuff online. That's not even included in this list. Granted, they didn't get through because he has like a lot of security because he's been broken into before. So they've taken some extra steps. But man, it is getting to the point, if you're not already preparing your store and or your events with security, you should really start investing in it, because there's going to be, you're thinking about like the fact that people come from a bank and maybe they've got cash in their pockets. How much cash can you really hold? Like, even if it was all hundreds, you get like a strap of hundreds, 10 grand in your pocket. That's about what would fit in there. You go to a card show, how many thousands of dollars can you fit in your pocket, right? Like, could you just slip that's sitting out on a counter like, hey, can I check that card for a second? You're at a busy table. They hand you a $50,000 card while they're helping someone else for a split second. And then all of a sudden, like, you don't even try and hide. You just run out. Like, there's so many opportunities for these guys and so much money on the table that there has to be more security taken by both the owners, but also individuals as well. But I'm not promoting like someone get, strapped up and go to a show, but at the same time, there has to be something that you guys are we have to be thinking about these things actively.
Of all the big car shows that you've gone, have you ever witnessed anything like that occurring, that someone blatantly steals something and just kind of runs?
I've only heard about it or like seen after effects of it. Like I saw maybe like some police in one of the nationals or something like that, where something had happened, but I wasn't even sure what had happened. It wasn't like everybody wasn't crowded around or anything like that.
Mhm.
So yeah, it never actually in front of me, but it does happen at all of these big shows in some form or fashion. Some of it makes the news, other things maybe not. But end of the day, are we doing what we have to protect ourselves? Again, I'm just saying, get a lock. If you don't have a Zion case or something that locks, at least do the bare minimum and have that. Also, be smart about like what you're bringing. Do you have to bring your entire collection? I mean, if
No.
you're selling, maybe that's one thing. But if you are someone who's just in attendance, like, is it going to be easier to get the guy who sets up at every show and maybe has, some security in place, or is it going to be easier to get the kids who are walking around with a few $100s, a few $1,000s just in a binder or something like that? So it scares me. The bigger this hobby gets, it's awesome, but it also means that security needs to be on the forefront of our minds.
And that's the yin and the yang, the double-edged sword, right? You want your collection to be worth way more.
Mm-hmm.
But on the flip side, people know that trading cards, Pokemon cards, sports cards, they're not just a hobby now. They're more of a
they're a
an asset.
commodity.
They're a commodity. They're an asset. They're something that they're worth money.
Absolutely.
And yeah, you just got to know, man. You know any kind of kung fu?
Do I know
or
any?
anything like that?
No, I do not. And I've
Keep
never
some
really
bear spray on you or something like that.
It's funny you say that, because I am a big guy, and I think I've just like kind of taken it for granted that throughout my life, most people have never chosen to mess with me just because they're like, oh, well, even if that guy has no abilities, he could still just kind of like grab hold of me and, hold on for a second, so I think that's a plus in my category, but it's also, I haven't been in a fight since like middle school. Like, I don't know if I even got in fights in high school. Well, that one, so that
was there.
That was not a fight. That was I got punched and then cried. That was a different story. But there was like little fights here and there. I remember like me and Casey Hessen, for whatever reason, I think we kind of got into a little
name
skirmish.
I haven't heard in years.
There's other kids. I can't even remember all their names. I remember in high school, there used to be a fun game. After lunch, when you're supposed to go back to your classes or something, in the hallway while we were waiting for the teacher to come back, there would be a game where it's try to take down Jesse. And it would be like, I remember multiple instances of Justin Rush just like jumping on my back while I've got one kid like with one hand and I'm just like shoving away. And then I've got another kid with the other hand. It was, if they could get me to the ground, they won. That was kind of the game. And I never got to the ground. So I guess I won. That's the end of that story. Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
But
real quick, I did want to mention this. So they are, if you go to PokéCourt.com, there is like a little bit of like community support where you can help and donate and the funds go to restoring some of the display cases, counseling for both customers and employees, future community events, and updated security measures. Now, there are some GoFundMe and things like that aren't associated with the PokéCourt that are scamming people for that. So I just wanted to let you guys know, if you wanted to donate to the PokéCourt, go to thepokecourt.com. I myself have already donated.
Did you really?
So I did.
Oh,
yeah.
What a good guy. I mean, that tracks.
We have to take care of the community.
Speaking of the community, I mentioned on the last episode, there was a bounty for, it's a card. I think it's still out there. In fact, I bought a lot of spots and breaks because of this bounty. It was for the Wall Art 1 of 1 Cars card from Pixar Gold. I don't believe it's been found yet, but the reason why I'm mentioning this is because there has since been another bounty. In fact, I texted the guy who's putting it up. It's High End Case Breaks is the account. And again, I mean, it's pretty much like we talked about last time. He's got an incredible personal collection, but I think he also kind of tracks down cards for other people. The next card that they've got a bounty on is the one of one Ratatouille Reflections card from Disney Chrome this last year. $30,000
Wow.
bounty on that card right now with a finder's fee of $5,000. The Cars one had a $2,000 finder fee. So yeah, just I want to put these out there because the people who collect these cards are listening to this pod in a lot of cases. So it's like, hey, if you see it get hit, even if it's not yours, you might be able to take down a few $1,000s in cash.
That's right. Yeah, that's great.
So I
this is the guy that purchased the quad auto.
Yes, he's the one who pulled that. Or he didn't pull it, but he bought the one of one Sapphire for that quad facsimile auto Disney card that we pulled last year. So I asked, and he said he would love to. Next time he's got bounties, just forward them over to me so we can make sure to kind of update the audience.
Yeah, that'd be great. Looking. So Ratatouille Reflections at a Disney Chrome.
2025 Disney
2020, Chrome. And then the Cars.
The Cars is wall art. Yeah, one of one.
One of one.
Pixar
Gotcha.
Gold. Speaking of, Marvel Studios is the product that recently came out of 2025. It's the Marvel product that we all know as the real life versions of these characters. And it's got a lot of autographs from famous people. Mm-hmm. That's what we know about this. What we also know is one of the biggest well, I'm not even going to say one of the biggest chase, it seems like, in these products has been the Deadpool Wolverine dual auto card. Like, whether you're getting it doesn't really matter. If you get one of those cards, an auto or dual autos of those guys on there, you're doing pretty well. You're going to be sitting on a few $1,000s. That's what they've sold for. Is that nothing sold for under $1,000. And one of one, I don't know what that's going to go for. Now I say all that because the Sapphire of Marvel Studios, the EQL came out on Friday. We talked about this last episode. I went out there, signed up, tried to get some, didn't win, unfortunately. I have not gotten any allocation for this yet. And I checked with my Topps rep. Allocation hasn't gone out yet.
Okay.
It's supposed to be, I believe, going out today, I think, or sometime this week. But yeah. That being said, I got a message early Saturday morning. So again,
your haircut looks good, by the way.
Squirrel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Friday, again, was the EQL. Saturday morning, I get an early morning text from a buddy. He saw in the Non-Sports Cards Nonsense Facebook group that someone had posted, hey, look what we just hit last night. It was the one of one Deadpool Wolverine
How did I not see that?
Dual auto card from Sapphire.
Whoa.
The product that the EQL just went out for the day before.
Whoa.
The product that we have not gotten allocation for. Apparently, this is what I was told, is that I think it's like a marketing department or a marketing edge of Topps. They gave, or they didn't give, but some breakers got a case, maybe two cases. I'm not sure exactly the amount.
Influencer cases or something like that.
But I will say this, nobody on Fanatics Live has had any of this. I looked over and apparently maybe some Whatnot people, I think this is where they broke it, was on Whatnot. I think maybe that's where it was from because I haven't actually confirmed. I haven't seen the video myself. But either way, there has been no product that I've actually seen out there other than, I guess, this one guy. And he had
the top chase.
The product hit in his case. I will say this. I am really hoping and expecting a little discount on that allocation because that was the messages I kept getting that morning was like, well, guess I'm not buying that product now. Like, which is, that hurts. Like, I mean, honestly, that stinks. And there's still going to be people buying it. But when you see the biggest hit get pulled before anybody's even selling it, other than this one person, that's where it's like, Topps has made, ever since Fanatics bought Topps, it's been a big push to emphasize just the randomness of these products, that there is no influencer case, that we don't know what's in these things. They're just sending them out at random. I honestly, if this doesn't prove that point more than ever, because it's like, this can't be anything that they wanted. There's no chance you want your product hit to go out in the first case. And it appears that's what happened. It does also beg the question, like, how does something like that happen where you would think, all right, we don't know where it is, but we know it's like somewhere in the back of the warehouse. We'll just take something right here up at the front or something like that.
How would they even know? Like, it's not like the boxes are like Mark?
Well, I would think like whoever's, in charge of, because my understanding, and again, I could be wrong because they've given out very little data of how all this works, but when they have their big hits or their autos and things like that, I think it's more of like a manual process of going through and putting them in. And especially though with the big hits, that's my understanding, is that that's how they're putting them in there. They are going through and somebody's inserting it in. So my thought is, well, you may not know exactly where it is, but you probably are thinking, it's not the boxes at the front where we're just going to grab them out and give them over to the marketing team. So I'm guessing that did not go how they wanted it to go. I'm very curious what happens with it. I haven't seen if it's not listed for sale that I'm aware of at this point, but I'm guessing the gentleman that pulled it could probably give more details.
When was this pulled again?
So this was like this Friday night.
Friday night.
I mean, it was posted up early Saturday morning, so it had to have been Friday night.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
man, that's crazy. So, do you think the reason why there hasn't been any kind of allocation or anything like that is because of this card already being pulled? And they're like, okay, we got to figure this out. We're gonna have to figure this out. Maybe we'll drop the price. Kind of like
so. I don't know. Sapphire's weird. And by the way, it's Sports Card Emporium is the breaker or breaking company that pulled this card. Yeah, congratulations to them. Honestly, like I mean, they I can't imagine the look on their faces when that happened. But so to answer your question, Sapphire is weird because oftentimes when a product comes out, there's a hard release date, like a street date of the product, and then that's when all the breakers and the card shops, that's when they start selling it. When it is a Sapphire product, what I've noticed is I will get allocation on the day where I see some other breakers already breaking it. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
My thinking is it does not go out in the normal channels. When they have a Sapphire product, because there's less of it, they do it in more specific bursts to try and get more eyes, or I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest, how they do it, but I do know it's not the normal process. So that being said, the fact that these people got it is not shocking in the sense of like, it doesn't completely surprise me that they did. The big surprise is just the fact that it had that card. So
now one more question.
Yeah.
Do you think that going forward, Topps will kind of not give out any early boxes until the actual street date?
Well, my understanding was like they've been cutting back on that already. They already said, like Fanatics Live specifically, since that's where we've been doing a lot of breaking. And it was kind of hinted at before. We did set up a Whatnot account. Like, so Hobby Nonsense does have a Whatnot account. I have not started breaking over there or anything yet. I've noticed that, like I saw Mama has done they're doing like a reintroduction of doing breaks on Whatnot.
I've noticed that also.
And
so
I've seen
what
some
is
other
this
people?
New?
I don't know exactly. Honestly, I don't know. I'm glad we went ahead and set one up. Just, in case there's like I don't know if it's like a transition from Fanatics Live over there, but the fact that you got eBay Live, which is kind of like killing it as far as auctions go, they're still working on the breaking side of things, but they are trying to ramp that up. But eBay Live is a big competitor, and you've got Whatnot, who is the king of breaking channels. And then you got Fanatics Live, who's been doing very well. I mean, I don't have breaks that don't sell out.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this is just maybe either an expansion or maybe there's other details coming down the road that I'm not aware of. But I would think it's just I think if there was like, hey, this is Fanatics Live, Fanatics Live is telling people, well, maybe we're going to like transition to another, I don't know. I'm trying to say like Fanatics Live is shutting down without saying that, because they're not doing that. I have not heard that at all.
Yeah.
But it makes you start to question when some of the bigger breakers on there are like, well, I'm going to move over to another platform as well. I mean, it could just be diversifying.
Yeah, I think it's more like
diversifying.
Diversifying.
Yeah.
You got to cast a wide, especially if you have employees and it's like just not like a company. Yeah, let's do it. Let's break everywhere.
And I will say this, the reason why my mind goes there to begin with is because I've been a part of a breaking company that did shut down. And then it's like everyone did have to go jump onto other platforms. So
what breaking company was that?
Card Shop Live. This was
Card Shop Live.
This is funny because like I'm pretty sure most listeners, most most listeners who came from SCN definitely know about it. But yeah, it was a breaking app that was started back in, I want to say, did we start it in 2022 maybe? But anyways, it was meant to be a competitor because there at the time, Fanatics Live had not come out yet. And other than like a couple of like Loop and a couple other shops, there
Loop?
wasn't. Yeah, Loop, L-O-U-P-E,
Okay.
which I think is still somehow going, which kind of is a shock in and of itself. This is before District though. And but yeah, so you had Whatnot, and then there wasn't a lot of competition. So I remember Mike being like, oh yeah, I want to start a company. And we got like SGC fundraising and things like that. But at the end of the day, you get a lot of this money coming in, and you still are a drop in the bucket when you think of the millions, hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars that some of these other big corporate companies have. So yeah, it didn't end up working out, unfortunately, even though we got a lot of, positive feedback. But so my thinking is when you start looking at people moving off your platform, that's one of the reasons why. And again, that's more of a personal situation, I think, than an actual reality.
Do you feel nervous or scared that you see these bigger breakers moving to different platforms, not knowing why, or just
I break on Fanatics Live? Does that scare me that some of these guys are moving off?
correct?
No, because I don't know. Maybe it's a cockiness, or maybe it's just a belief in the community that has been built on the channel. I feel like the majority of people would follow. Like they would, if I moved to Whatnot, they'd follow there. If I went somewhere else, they'd follow there. I've got some real loyal regulars in there who are in. When I say like every break, I mean every single break. Like since, I don't know, going back months and months. It's honestly, it's one of the most like, I don't know how to give enough appreciation for those kinds of people. And even if they don't buy in, which I tell every single person, even on, if you guys who are listening have never been on a break, you don't need to be on a break. If you just want to come and hang out in the room,
Just come hang.
I love guys who just come and hang out, just watch cards getting ripped, or just like get in the chat. Like I love to yuck it up with these guys. So
yuck it up.
So anyways, so yeah, I don't have a fear. If
you haven't done any magic on any of your streams.
No, yeah, I've never done any magic cards.
Your little puzzles.
Oh, you mean like actual sleight of hand magic?
Yeah. Not magic cards.
I haven't done any magic, and
I think we need to bring it back. When's your next break?
Wednesday. We're doing my last case of Marvel Studios Hobby, not the Sapphire, but Marvel Studios,
which
and
the 101 that Wolverine and Deadpool could be in that box.
Honestly, it could. And then we're doing the what is it? Pixar Gold, the last case of that as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Those are both on
Can
Wednesday.
I ask you a question?
Please.
Have you ever thought of, you see all these breaking companies.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever thought about Hobby Nonsense, being a breaking company in itself and having 10 other people breaking while Jesse reaps the benefits in his gold tower?
I already tried to get one, and I'm still working on him. I'm looking at you, buddy.
I'm here, baby. I'm here.
Wait, I just realized, does your hoodie say diet?
It does.
What is that?
Diet Starts Monday.
Oh, is that
a brand?
It's a brand?
Yeah.
You can just steal that from SNL and start a brand with that?
Diet Starts Monday? It's an SNL thing?
What? Yes. What?
I've never.
That's my understanding where it got start, where it's like, it was Chris Farley, Adam Sandler, and who's in Tommy Boy with Chris Farley? What's his name? Joe Dirt and everything else. Oh boy.
David Spade.
Thank you so very much.
Well, this is a clothing brand. I actually know the person that owns this company. His name is Davin Gentry, and he's a Kentucky boy. Him and I, we first met by being in a Facebook sneaker group.
Mm-hmm.
From there, he started a company called Premium Co. that sold bracelets. Oh. And then he moved on, and now he's like a big clothing person that sells.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he want to sponsor the show?
I don't think it would work. Yeah.
Is it for big
No.
Okay, because that's a big hoodie on you.
Well, yeah, it's like a little oversized, but
Diet Starts Monday clothing. I'm just looking this up.
Yeah.
No, that's a funny skit too. I really want to play it, but I don't think we can without getting some kind of copyright strike at some point. But it's Chris Farley before he dies, and they're like dressed up as women, pretending to like they're in the mall, and he's like, they're making fun of him because of all the fries he's eating off the table, and he's like, "Lay off, man, I'm starving." And then it's like,
I think I
Monday.
have seen it. Yeah.
So,
but I think the overall notion for the brand is that don't procrastinate on your ideas or your dreams.
So there's a message behind
Yes, there's
this.
a message to it.
Okay, all right.
So
I
it's
can
not
see
about
it.
Diet Starts Monday. Do it like right now.
All right. Well, hey, you know what? You're looking fly as ever, so I can't
Thank you,
complain.
sir.
Speaking of eBay Live, that is a new sponsor of the show. The only problem is I still don't have the training done to be able to go live on eBay
But they're a
Live.
sponsor of the show. Go over to eBay Live. Once we do get all the training done, we're gonna
auctions galore ready
we're
to
gonna
go. I've been
so
saving
many
slabs.
about a binder of full of Pokemon cards ready to rock and roll. We're ready, baby.
And here's the thing, going back to your question about like starting a bit. Well, granted, Hobby Nonsense LLC is already a business, and that is where all of the podcast and breaking money, all that stuff goes through the company. So it's already a thing. But employing other people, it would be more of like a 1099 situation. But like someone coming on and working through the company is I want to expand the company even more. And that's why I want you to be on there doing like Pokemon stuff, which I know is something where we're going to try it out on other platforms and Fanatics Live. We'll still continue to try it, but we're going to do that with wrestling as well. Ray will be the wrestling guy.
Man, I can't wait. I just want to open wrestling cards because I'm such a wrestling.
You're a degenerate of the. I
just love wrestling.
Well, we are going to have product soon enough. It's just the fact that we are. The most recent one, the Universe one, we just found out there's a delay on. And so we're going to hopefully get some more product coming in
soon.
But all that being said, yes, that would be the ultimate goal, is to continue to expand the non-sport side of this hobby. And whether that is non-sport cards, TCG, and or other things. What's funny is I was going to mention, I saw Series 1 baseball from Topps. It's baseball. I did say that. I got a little choked. So obviously a sports product. However, they keep advertising actors signing in the product. It's so funny to me that we're pushing this sports product, but can we just appreciate the fact that what they're thinking is selling this product, at least in some sense, is the fact that you've got actors signing in there as well. I mean, I know guys who want that product are chasing their favorite players. They've got killer stats. Not a problem. But when they're posting up that Tony Hawk has autos in here and Jesse Eisenberg has autos in here, I'm just like, okay, that is cool. But why is this not going into another like Pop Century-esque product from Topps? Like, that's what I would love to see. I digress. I just wanted to point out, like, hey, we're seeing more and more non-sport growth. Of course, I want Hobby Nonsense to grow in the arena of non-sport as well. But it's interesting how they're using it even to sell sports cards.
What are they like in baseball jerseys, or are they just
they're like throwing out the first pitch?
Oh,
that's what it is. Gotcha. So it's like it is a reference to sports, but it is funny like you're using these stars.
Well, like Allen and Ginter has been doing it for years.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, they've had their Allen and Ginter is like the closest thing to non-sports without quite being a non-sport product.
So weird, right?
Yeah, I know, right? Let's see.
Like a gateway drug.
Upper Deck has made a custom card for Tiger Woods. So Tiger Woods' 50th birthday just happened, and apparently he gave
happy birthday, Tiger Woods,
all these guests a custom card that was designed because it's like an illustration of Tiger on the front of it, but it's actually drawn and animated, I guess is that what you call it when it's a cartoon-esque
animation?
So there's an animation of Tiger Woods on the front of this card by Jim Lee, who Jim Lee is a big creative mind over at DC. In fact, I think he's like the chief creative officer with DC Comics. And he's actually the one who made this drawing of Tiger on there. And it's out of like 415. They're numbered cards. I saw like someone posted on the back. So like if you were to go to sell that, there's a chance that he knows who got what numbers.
Do you think so?
I mean, I would. If it's me, if I spent that kind of money to do something like that, I would probably want to know.
Well, dude, people sell their Super Bowl ring when they win the Super Bowl. You don't think they're going to sell Tiger Woods' trading card?
As of now, no one has listed one because I did go out there and look for it. But Upper Deck was the one who like made this happen, which is pretty cool because he's been exclusive with them since like early 2000s when they started doing
Just like Michael Jordan's
his cards.
exclusive to him.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, the fact that they made these custom cards, if that ever hits the market, I'd be very, very curious to see what something like that does. But yeah, it's out there. Just know about it.
That's a good that's a great party favor.
Right.
For anyone that they know it's like, okay, Jesse, that's what he does. Cards. Ray does cards.
Yes.
You're coming to my birthday. This is your party favor. Christmas cards. Instead of that, you're getting
you're getting a card.
Yeah.
That's why I love the Sports Boy card that I made. It's a fun, like, just thing to bring to family or friends, just to show them, this is kind of like silly, but it also represents a little bit of who I am and what I do. But that's why I really need ones up, like a new, it's 2026 now. I think I did those in like 2024. It's time for another set to come out. Do you have one
graded? Because I think, didn't you say somebody, one of the companies can grade it?
Funny enough, back in the day, SGC, I guess I can say this a little bit more irritatingly now. SGC at first said they would grade the Sports Boy card, and then they backtracked it and said they wouldn't for whatever reason. I can't remember the exact reason, but BGS did do it. In fact, I had to like fill out this thing from Beckett that showed all these. I had to sign this I guess a form from Beckett with a number of different autographs. So I had to give my autograph so many times.
That's great.
So that they could compare what it would actually look like when they got it. So there are graded Sports Boy cards out there.
Do you have one?
No, I don't have one, but I've seen other guys who have gotten it graded. And I'd be very curious. I wonder if they'd still allow it now that collectors bought them. Man, that's it. You know what? Why have I not reached out to PSA?
I think you should.
They're now a sponsor of the SCN pod. Oh man.
I think 2026 we need to have a new Sports Boy trading card.
You mean a Sports Boy and Ray?
Well, here's the thing. We can have a new 2026 hobby Sports Boy card.
Okay.
We can have a Solar Ray card.
Yes.
And we can do a hobby nonsense Sports Boy and Solar Ray dual auto.
I'm in. Say less.
Say less, fam.
Jinx, we are so in sync. I've got a few other things on here. What do you have? I don't want to like.
I got a lot. You lead the boat.
Well, I can't remember all of
you steer the ship.
Tell me about Logan Paul back in the This is the third time he's going to be part of this pod, and this is 2 more times than I ever really wanted. One I'm okay with, but all right, let's hear about Logan
and there's
Paul.
even more.
Oh, really?
There's even more. I just found out also, and we'll talk about this also. But February 15th,
I'll be in London.
You'll be in London.
Do I need to be here for this? Do I need to cancel this trip?
You can watch it online.
Oh, okay.
February 15th on Logan Paul's YouTube channel. He is going to break another first edition Pokemon base set box. This is valued at $350,000.
Lord.
Okay. You can currently bid on these packs on Golden's website.
So Golden Auctions,
Golden
you can go
Auction,
out there and actually bid on the packs.
On the packs, there are 36. I would think 36 packs. I can't actually remember how many are in like a vintage box, but I think it's 36 packs. You can bid right now. I'm pulling it up.
So while you're pulling it up, Logan Paul is doing this auction on Golden's website?
No.
Or where's it? It's got to be streaming somewhere.
It's going to be streaming on his YouTube channel.
Oh.
But the packs that you can purchase them at Golden. And I think he's breaking it at Golden's headquarters.
Okay.
Because it's another way that he is using his platform to kind of publicize
the fact that he's also selling his big million.
His
Illustrator Rare.
His Illustrator Rare, which I saw another video, I sent it to you, of him going to one of those jewelry stores in New York City.
Dude,
and he's like one of the famous jewelers there from all the TikTok videos. Basically was looking to possibly trade his Illustrator card for tons of Rolex watches, tons of jewelry,
multiple millions
dollars worth of this, and he still said no. But right now on Golden's website, if you're pulling up, I'm seeing anywhere between $6,000 and $7,000 for a pack.
That's so crazy to me. That's so crazy. But the hope is that you're pulling which Charizard is it? It's the Shadowless.
It's first edition.
Just first edition Shadow.
All first edition cards are shadowless.
Okay.
So
I can never remember.
Yeah,
which
it's
one's
really
which.
easy. I'll tell you for the people that don't know. The first edition base set, that's the one with the first edition stamp on the left side of the holo. That card is also going to be shadowless. That is the first ever print of Pokemon. The shadowless without the stamp is the second print run of Pokemon. All right.
Okay.
And then you have the base set, which is the Shadow, no first edition stamp. That is the third print run.
Got you.
And then down the road, there's a base set, second base set 2, which is like a reprint with a different holo pattern, and they added fossil also.
Oh,
So-
okay. So that's how there's a.
That's how you can tell.
Some of that. That's where it's like kind of confusing because it's like, oh, that one looks exactly the same as that one,
But not necessarily,
Not
because
exactly.
they are different.
There are differences, but yeah.
They do have some modifications, and they did it on purpose so they can kind of, which is smart.
Oh yeah, very
They
smart.
did that because, man, I feel like they need to do that with Modern. Just the first print run, put the first edition on there.
I couldn't agree more. I kind
I
of
think
hate
it
that
would
they
be.
don't.
I think
do
it would
that.
be great. But again, I digress. Logan Paul, do you think we should buy one of these packs?
I don't think that.
Something that they are doing, and he did that. He did this last time when he broke his other pack. You can leave like a message on, like, let's say Jesse buys the pack.
Yeah.
You can leave this pack was bought by Sports Boy. Make sure to
like
make sure
promotion.
a promotion. So that's a way for companies to write off the purchase.
Well, now we're talking a different
I'm
language
just saying.
here. Okay,
but-
hang on.
But you still have to spend the money, right?
Yeah,
But that is
what
something.
if that Charizard? Because what is the Charizard like? What's the PSA 10?
Oh
of that?
man, I can't. I think it's like 550 in a PSA 10.
Am I buying one of these?
And it'll say on the PSA will grade them with the special label.
Oh, really?
So they'll have like Logan Paul's base set break.
They better grade that thing for free. There better be some kind of special where
I
it's
think
like
they do.
because I'm looking and I'm trying to find where the auction's even listed currently for that, but I am seeing that there is.
If you had an iPad, I can just
you could
send
just
it over
fling it
to
over to me. What is it? Oh, so you can see right now. So and it's just a random pack in there, right?
random pack.
So that's so weird though. Like you're gonna see some of these packs selling for more or less than others because like the odds of them all ending at the exact same amount doesn't make any sense. So yeah, okay. Well, there is a box on Gold, or this is not a promotion of Golden, but it is interesting. There is this is really interesting. So they're selling the 1999 Pokemon base set first edition factory sealed booster box, which has 36 packs. And it has possible in the title description, possible rare holo Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur cards. And then it says X-ray authority letter of authenticity.
Oh, that's great.
So here's the thing though. You have this X-ray that says there are cards in there. There are Pokemon cards in there. What would have stopped anybody who works for that company from just diving in a little deeper and just checking to see if that Charizard is
They
in there?
could.
I mean, I would be shocked if that didn't happen.
But here's the thing. The chances of a Charizard being pulled in a box is very high. I think the average Charizards in a first edition base set box, it's usually 2 to 3.
Really?
Because it is not the rarest card in the box.
Okay. Wait, it's not the rarest card? What's the
No, the rarest card is actually the Chansey.
Oh, does that go for money too?
I mean, if first edition, yeah, of course, but that's not the card that everybody wants.
What is it like? Realistically, I don't get the Charizard. I get
the Charizard has the highest hit points.
Yeah.
Or health in the game in this. So when you're in the schoolyard, you wanted the Charizard because it's the most powerful of the Pokemon, and that's why it got so popular. And it's one of the big 3.
But I'm trying to think, what else would there be that I could pull that would be worth say
a Blastoise or a Venusaur?
So those like as a 10, I could get like 10 grand for. Like I'm trying to see.
Oh yeah,
what would pay for the pack?
Red Cheeks Pikachu.
Oh okay. All right. So there's a few different cards.
Yeah,
that could
I mean,
actually pay for.
anything with a 10 will pay for the pack.
We gotta find out more about this because, by the way, the Illustrator Rare Pikachu. I keep saying Illustrator Rare. It's not just. It's Pikachu Illustrator.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Pikachu Illustrator.
Yeah, there is an Illustrator Rare. Those are card types, but that is not what we're talking about here.
Correct.
That card is now with buyer's premium 6.3 million.
6.3. And what was your guess? 8?
I think I said 8, maybe 8.5. I can't remember.
You wrote it down.
Oh yeah, I did. We got to go back and look. Let me see.
Yeah, go back to your notes. I know I said 10.
I said 8.76 million, and you said 10. So okay. I think you are definitely on track. Here's the only thing. My one bugaboo. I didn't realize
Jesse's bugaboo of the pod.
I didn't realize that the custom diamond necklace goes with it. And I'm wondering what the value of that is.
Do we
alone.
for sure know that it's legitimate diamonds?
I mean, it says includes custom diamond necklace worn at WrestleMania. So yeah, I would assume so.
Worn at WrestleMania.
I wish there was like some kind of reference to. Oh, it does say. Let me see. So the pendant ensconcing the PSA holder is crafted in pure Italian solid gold and set with approximately 35 carats of VVS1 Clarity Natural Diamonds, totaling approximately 10,000 stones. Here we go. The chain comes with a jewelry certificate and appraisal by Oxford Diamonds, listing an appraised value of $75,000. So, all right, if I'm off by $75,000, if that's the difference between you being right and me being right, then I think there's got to be a mulligan. So,
okay, gotcha. But I wanted to ask you because Logan Paul, he's also getting into One Piece.
Shut up. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. All right. Go ahead. What was your question?
Do you think that Logan Paul is good or bad for the hobby? And this is why I'm bringing this up, because in 2020, when he did this box break, it exploded Pokemon as a hobby. Do you think that it's going to have the same effect when he does this, or is it something that people are just going to be like, he already did it? Our price is going to go up because of his box break, is my question. And is he good for the hobby? Well, I'll let you respond.
Is he good for the hobby? We just talked about this on the last pod. His little, what was the bid type that he talked about? He called it irrevocable bid. The irrevocable bid
that we talked about. Yeah.
Where, it was basically a way of manipulating the market and to believe that something had more value. In that sense, he's not good for the market. I don't think that's a way to do promotion of the market, is by making people believe something that isn't actually real. So I don't like that aspect of it. But he's got fame and he's got clout, and like it or not, and I don't care for him personally, but there's a lot of people who do like him. And those people are the demographic that also get into cards and collecting. Mm-hmm. So to say that he's not doing a service to the hobby as far as bringing collectors in, that would be incorrect. However, I do wonder the understanding of these new collectors, these new buyers that come in, if they fully get just how the hobby works. It's not like you're just going to go open up a pack and pull out $1 million card these days in most instances. So yeah, it's like, we're bringing in new blood. We're bringing in new eyes. Are they the kind of eyes that are viewing this as like, oh, I really like that for such and such reason other than money? Like, they need to have a desire for these cards that goes beyond just the idea that I'm going to have a valuable item now. Because I think that at the end of the day, it's not a real collector. It's just a flipper. And while I'm fine with flippers being in the hobby, I think you have to have at least a good, solid base of collectors for that hobby to continue, at least value-wise.
This is exactly the point that I have been trying to make to you.
Tell me,
everything of Pokemon in general, and how you think that the hobby will not exist if the cards don't necessarily have a monetary value. You just made exactly exactly my point.
To be fair, I said without a solid base of collectors.
Okay.
I'm still pointing out the fact that I think you can still continue. You want to, any collector, and I don't care what you say, you collectors out there who are going to disagree with me, You want your cards to have value. Everybody would like that. There's no one out there who's like, oh, I don't collect things that will go up in value.
I have a friend that collects caps.
What
on
kind of
items?
Cap? What kind of caps?
Like bottle caps, soda caps.
Okay.
Deodorant caps.
Okay, cool. Have you ever asked him, hey, if that went up in value, would you stop collecting it? No, right?
Yeah, he would probably continue, if not even more.
Exactly. There's not a person out there who doesn't want their
Shout
collection.
out to my friend Ken.
Ken, you're awesome. That doesn't want that collection to go up. I am just saying I want that too, but I don't want to sacrifice the ability for the collector to get their hands on it because there's overwhelming amounts of flippers out there. It's a balance. It's a very fine line that I don't have an answer for how to just like, oh, this is how you could do it and fix everybody's problems.
Yeah.
I don't have
do you know how to do the foxtrot?
I don't. Do you?
I do.
Did you? Oh, didn't you say you and Brittany took dance lessons?
Yeah, we took dance lessons. It's a very much give and take.
Oh, can I watch you guys dance?
Of course.
No music. Just like I'll come over to your house and you guys just dance for me.
Anytime. Brittany would love that. Actually, she would love that.
By the way, what did you say Charizard, the most expensive like PSA 10 Charizard?
500?
500? Okay, so there's one in September that sold for 641.
Okay.
Now that was a Japanese basic no rarity symbol holofoil. Does that make sense to you?
That's
PSA
probably
10?
a little.
So that was 641.
Can we get an English first edition base set?
So the next one on here was December 12th of last year, so a month ago. Sold for 550.
550. So yeah.
I didn't know we were still setting. I thought back in like 2021 was like the high point. I didn't know that we were still setting new records.
Because they're more rare. And that's what I'm saying, like with Logan Paul. Is he good for the hobby? For the people that are using this as an investment properties, it's good for the hobby. So much so that I think behind closed doors and in private meetings, I think there's a lot of insider trading with influencers pumping up these cards.
Oh, I agree.
And letting them. So if you and me were huge, if we were Logan Paul, let's say I'm Logan, you're Logan Paul.
No, I want to be Logan. I'll be Logan. You can be Jake.
Okay, I'll be Jake, right? And you tell me, you're like, all right, Jake,
issues right
I
now.
need you. It would be a good idea for you to go ahead and purchase at least one base set first edition Charizard or anything first edition, because I'm going to be doing this. After this, people are going to want it.
Yeah.
And then you can dump it.
That's what I hate, though. I hate that you're probably right.
It sucks.
I think that is
and I
happening.
feel like just with collectibles, not just cards, but just collectibles in general, I want to say it needs to be regulated, but how can you even regulate something like this?
Here's the problem. I think that we don't have answers to things that we really desperately want answers to right now. At the same time, what do you do in that situation? You either drop out altogether, which some have done, or you ignore it and you just keep going. And I think that's what the majority are doing. Because I think a lot of them, if they started pointing to, hey, that sale doesn't seem right, and why did that card do that when none of the other previous sales have ever done that? If they started really getting into the data, they would be like, oh, this seems to be manipulated. But at the same time, a lot of them want that manipulation. They just don't want it on the cards they don't own yet. So yeah, it's a weird world that we're all collectively a part of. So the reason why I was even asking about like what you thought the highest one sold for, 550 being the last high sale, I definitely think this golden auction is about to set off a new record because actually it already has. Technically, the 1999 Pokemon base set first edition Holo Charizard from the Logan, it's part of Logan Paul's break. It's a PSA 10. It's already with buyer's premium at $582,000. It still has 27 days left. I think that card could go for like $700,000 or more. And if it does, it really begs the question of like, what's happening? Like, or does that mean everyone after that is, or is it just because it's part of Logan Paul's break that it went to that and the next one does 550 again? Who knows?
Yeah, I think it holds a little bit of a premium just because it's.
Well, it's like you said, it does specifically say on the label already Logan Paul break, which also, what does that mean? Like it was already in one of his breaks, I guess?
The first break.
In his first one. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get, man, that's crazy that people are like, oh, well, that's a special one because
It is because how many times has PSA ever done a special label for anything like that?
I mean, it happens, but yeah, it's rare. Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, I just feel like, again, like things need to be regulated on how you can regulate it. And just gets me to thinking like other bigger things that we're just little peons, right?
Oh,
like people
bro.
buying and selling sports cards, buying and selling art.
Dude,
like all that stuff's not regulated either.
I would say get on your tinfoil hat, but I don't think it's crazy. I think it's an actual thing. It's just, it's the world we live in. I think you are best to assume that anything that you like or has value is being manipulated in one way or another. That is a little tinfoil hat sounding, but I think there's a lot of truth in it. And there's legal ways to manipulate things that happen all the time that a lot of people said, if you broke down the understanding of like some of these stock values and things, it'd be like, oh, that seems like manipulation. Yeah, it is. That's what it is. But it's like people, until you start breaking down exactly how things work, you just use fancy words and people are just like, oh, okay. So that's how that tracks. That seems normal. But then, yeah, people don't fully get how it all is happening on the backside. Now, all of this is kind of tying into another thing. So real
quick, do you want to know what the most expensive thing ever sold was?
The most expensive thing that ever sold?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you're going real general on me. A building for $1 billion. There's like a guy in India.
You can do it. Like an auction at an auction.
Oh, okay. Sold. Well, now we're clarifying a little bit more. So an auction item, not Golden's auction, just any auction.
We're talking like Christie's, Sotheby's.
I'm going to go a painting.
Yes.
Am I in the right?
Yes.
Is it a Da Vinci? I don't even know if you can buy it.
It is a Leonardo da Vinci.
Bam. Oh, is it like the man, like the man with the hands out and the arms out? Like,
no,
what do they call that?
No, but it is a portrait of Jesus.
Oh,
of the Christ. Guess what it's sold for?
250 million.
450 million.
Baby, I'm not that far off. I mean, for just straight guessing, I feel like I did pretty well. That's crazy, but we're talking about cards, pieces of plastic or cardboard from the last, 40, 50 years that have gone for tens of millions of dollars. So yeah, it's not that, I guess, shocking when you think about it like that, but yeah, that's crazy to know that there's auctions that have gone for that. Wouldn't you have liked to be an irrevocable bid on that one? Yeah, I don't think it's going over 100 million, but I'll put a bid for 100 million on it. Every million it goes, or every dollar it goes over, you're getting 10% on.
So real quick, I know that I brought this up in the last pod, the show that my wife and I were watching called Hijacked.
Oh yeah, with Idris Elba.
The whole spoiler alert if you haven't seen it.
Whoa! I don't want us to be spoiled.
Okay.
I was thinking about.
I won't say anything.
Yeah. Do you have something to say?
Well, it had something to do with the reason why they did the hijack the plane. I'm not going to spoil it.
Okay. Thank you. Because I saw like there's season 2 that's about to come out.
Season 2, yeah, I just watched the first episode.
Oh, really? Okay.
Pretty good.
All of the things that we were talking about, like with the market manipulation and how it relates to Logan Paul and some of these Pokemon auctions, it kind of ties into the gentleman who reached out to us about the One Piece card that was his that sold for $20K. I decided let's just talk about the story.
Sure.
If that's okay. So he goes by the Social Cardboard. He's the gentleman whose card sold for $20,000. The One Piece red Luffy out of OP-13. I believe I've got those details correct.
Mm-hmm.
So
manga.
So it's the manga, right? All right.
Did I say it right? Manga.
You did it. You nailed it. How were you? Now
manga.
Now I can't remember how you were saying it, but I don't want you to remember and then you can't get it right again. So we're bringing this up because he had specifically mentioned like what went into getting that card, how it happened, but then he talked about selling the card. And he said he actually sold the card multiple times. I think he said 3 times is what the card ended up selling for, but it's because it kept getting shill bidded up by accounts where it had like 0 or very small amounts of reviews on their eBay accounts. And then it just didn't get paid for. It wasn't until the last one where it did sell for 20,000, but it was by an account that only had 2 reviews on it that actually ended up paying for it. But it does make you think like, oh, if that's not like direct market manipulation, the guy who's selling the card is seeing like, oh, multiple times this thing gets bid up and then just never gets actually paid for. And then finally, of course, it does. But it's like, oh, well, does that third one, was that just the person who got caught in the trap because they saw the other, eBay listings that were bid up to something close to that, even though they never got paid for? I don't know, So I don't know if eBay does take those down. Like, or I really, really hope that those listings do not get kept up as looking like sold auctions.
I wonder what the back end is on that.
I thought they did.
Because that's with eBay Live, one of my worries with eBay Live as a flipper myself is you always check out whatever the value of the item that you're trying to purchase. You're always going to sell on eBay. So you look at the sold comps. But in an auction, it's a little different. So I'm thinking, man, eBay, if eBay is using those live auction sales and then tracking it as a sold comp,
they are
for like, it can get real messy.
It can. And the problem is too, it's like, it's only doing it if you are listing the card correctly. So it's you have all the data for it that would be pulled up if someone went to search for that card. So if you just put it as like listing 22, and that's where you sold a card, it's not going to show the price there.
But still, it could still get messy because what if you did that?
Well, I've made the point on the other pod too. It's just like what happens in the auctions where, maybe the card goes for more than what the last sold comp is. And then that's the new last sold comp. And that's okay. But what happens if you have nobody in the room? What if you sell it and it goes like a card that was selling for $150? The last sold comp was like $149. Cool. But now I have a room full of 10 people and I decide foolishly to list this card and nobody was, trying to get it anyway. And someone buys it for $83. Well, do I really
sold comp?
Am I using this $83 comp as the next sold one? It doesn't, that's where my concern is with some of that. But I do trust, like, they're very communicative on the backside of eBay Live. I would think that we could probably talk to them a little bit more about that. Like, how does some of that work? Are there, I guess, fail safes in place for things, for data like that seems I guess not actually real.
That reminds me, there was several, whenever I go to a card show, they're the good card vendors that I've experienced with buying and selling Pokemon cards. What they do is they'll take out anything that doesn't make sense, that are, they call them like outliers. If something went too high, or if something sold too low, they'll take like the average of whatever, the average 5 or 3 that are just kind of in the same price range.
Okay,
and that what they base the sold comp off.
And I like that. I like when guys do that. There's a lot of times where I've seen, I go to a card show, I try and buy a card, and they're like, "Well, yeah, you chose like the highest comp on there." But if you were to actually, look at some of the averages, the average of the last 3 is probably a good bit less than that. So yeah, I appreciate when guys do that myself. There is a Jurassic Park set coming out from Cryptozoic. So Cryptozoic. Yeah, they've done a few like interesting card sets in the past. It is something I don't have all the details on because apparently they released it at San Diego Comic-Con 25, this last year's one, but there's not a whole lot of information out there as far as like, I want to go buy this set. When for sure can I go and get it? David Adams has got it listed as March 25th, but a lot of people thought it was coming sooner than that. Some people like show boxes on eBay because there were like some, I guess, like pre-release boxes or promotional boxes or something like that. But they're saying like each box contains an autograph card, a sketch card, what they're calling an amber card, and a production concept card, as well as a few other things. But knowing that you're going to get a sketch card and an autograph card in every box, that's pretty awesome. I mean, that's like to have that guaranteed. They were going for $99, but now David Adams, for pre-order, they've got them listed for $400.
What?
Why? Here's the thing: the checklist isn't even out yet. They've shown one concept art where it's like, can
I see it? I'm already telling you, give me the 1-of-1 Clever Girl sketch card. I'm there, baby.
So Wayne Knight, who's Nedry he's also Newman in Seinfeld. There's like a concept
Ooh.
art 93 out of 99 auto of his. I think that's an awesome card. If they have more of these and it looks like an on-card auto, I absolutely want this product. I think it's very cool. The $400 price tag that they've now put on it, or at least David Adams has put on it, it seems questionable, especially since we don't have a active checklist for it. But it does say there's single autos, dual autos, and triple autos, as well as
Dude,
autograph sketches.
This checklist.
I do too.
I want to see this checklist.
I really, really
Is this
do
a
too.
licensed universal?
It's got to be.
Product?
I mean, I don't think they could put it out if it wasn't licensed, especially on like a mass-produced product like this. So you've got like a lot of the original
Oh
characters
my
on
gosh.
the cards,
Sign me up.
but they're not showing like who the autos are. All it says is the checklist revisits the cast and key moments from Jurassic Park, The Lost World Jurassic Park, and Jurassic Park 3. So the not Jurassic World movies, but the Jurassic Park movies, which again,
the original 3.
I'm all about. I love them, but I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna get out of it. So I don't know who all signed. If you've got like the original 3 actors signing in this, then yes, absolutely. Maybe $400 is going to be something.
Red foil, green foil, silver foil, black foil.
They've got the brilliant black foil brilliance is one of one. The printing plates are also one of ones. Yeah. Silver foil. I mean, there's only what 1, 2, 3, 4 parallels, and then you've got printing plates with it. It doesn't sound like there's a ton of this product out there. So, but again, I don't know if there's going to be any of this product out there because it has a date of the end of March, and a lot of people, I guess, were expecting this earlier. So. That is something, though, I figured I'd keep on the radar, something cool that I think a lot of our listeners would like.
Dude, that's a card set that I am very excited about.
Oh, are you a Jurassic Park fan?
I love me some Jurassic Park.
Do you love the dinosaurs or do you love the action? Are you a dinosaur fan? Like, what's your favorite dinosaur?
I mean, I gotta go Triceratops.
You're a Triceratops man, too? Come on,
baby.
Come on, baby.
We're synced up.
So synced up right now.
Come on.
Oh, it feels good.
Like Krillin and Gohan over here.
Okay, well, I don't know if I want to be synced up like Krillin and Gohan. Like, can we be like, okay, like maybe like Trunks and Gohan? Like, because they also, can we just do that? I don't want to be Krillin. No, I don't want to be Krillin. I'm Vegeta all day. I'm just angry all the time. Obviously, I'm Goku. I mean, there's no real question there. Let's go to one other like smaller piece of news. SpongeBob 1 of 1, the facsimile auto sold. Do you have a guess? Any guess on what it sold for?
I think I saw it. I don't know.
$40,000. $40,000. This is not from Sapphire or anything either. This is just the from the regular product. I still have 6 hobby boxes of this, and I'm like,
SpongeBob?
Yeah, I bring them out sometimes, and like I put them at like lower than what David Adams has it for sale at. No one's ever like, yeah, I'll take some, or no one's actually even asking about it. So it is a weird thing because I feel like my audience on Fanatics Live has never really been into SpongeBob from the day of release. But like people on TikTok love that. The people, some more on Whatnot, love that. It's like a younger crowd, I think, in some of those areas. So it just depends on where you go. But the fact that you got them going for $40,000 is crazy.
What are the chases that are left on there?
Topps Chrome, SpongeBob. I mean, obviously the sketches still do
I saw the driver's
well.
license. SpongeBob's driver's license got pulled.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know what supers are left, like what insert supers or anything.
What is it? The Squidward's artwork.
This is
got
again,
pulled.
If anybody ever does this, because I've heard tale that there's people who have kept track of like what has gotten hit out of products, like what has been publicly known. If anybody ever actually does that, that would be so huge because it's such a big help for not only the breaker but collectors.
It used to be like
especially.
a Google Doc.
Yeah, right.
Shared Google Doc with everybody.
It was set on view only. No one,
right?
Everybody.
Dude,
just goes
could
in
you
there.
imagine? Oh man,
just edits
it. Like a Reddit 4chan.
So yeah, that's an interesting little stat out there. Let's see. I've got a couple other things. What else do you have?
One Piece.
Oh yeah. So yeah, going back to One Piece.
So if you didn't know, One Piece's OP-14, which is called Azure Seas 7, just released on Friday, which a case of it is selling for $2,992.
How many boxes are in a case?
11.
Wait, whoa. 11 boxes in a case?
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
I was about to say
12 boxes in a case.
Never seen
12. It's I wrote down $2,992.11. That's what the last
I
sold.
see. Okay.
All right. So there are 12 boxes.
So that comes out to be $250 a box about.
They're selling for around $270.
Oh,
and there's 24 packs in each box.
Interesting. That's not as unreasonable as I thought it would be, given what the demand has been for One Piece lately. I wonder what the big hit. Oh wait, that's a thing you've got. I forgot. You said you were going to tell you.
So from the big hits out of this set, out of OP-14, the top 6, this is a playable card. It's called You Frighten Me. Alternate art is currently market price as of recording of this video is selling for $361. Zoro's SP card is selling for $715. A Boa Hancock SP card is selling for $810. All right. Buggy's SP card is selling for $1,284. The manga out of this set, which is Mihawk, is selling for $1,541. And the chase out of this is the SP Gold Buggy, which is selling for $2,876.
It's not bad. That is not bad. It's not up to the $20,000 price level that I want it to be at before I get in.
20,000.
Only if you have a card that has a value of $20,000 will I buy into that product. That's good. I'm glad to know. Like it's not completely crazy where it's like you have to up each new release that comes out. It's like, oh, next release now is cards going for, the average is $10,000 and you got one that sells for $30,000, where you keep setting these higher and higher set prices. That seems more of a reasonable.
Yeah. And I wanted to, because Jesse and I are new to this One Piece hobby, just because we wanted to talk about it just because it's so popular. And we're slowly educating ourselves on the One Piece card set. And I took a deep dive at the different rarities and the pull rates of those rarities. So the alternate arts, there is 1 per box and 12 per case. All right. The SP cards, which are special cards, are 1 per case. All right. Or 1 in every 2 cases. So that's kind of so I wouldn't. And we'll talk more about this here in a little. The manga rares are 1 in 3 to 6 cases.
And that's what the other one was, a manga rare that did 20,000 before.
Correct.
Okay.
A manga rare. And then you have something called the SP Gold, which is even more rare than the manga rare.
Oh.
And that's the Buggy. The Buggy SP Gold is the pull rates out of that is 6 to 12 cases to pull an SP Gold.
And that's the one that's doing 2,000?
That's the one that's doing 2,000.
Man. All right. Yeah, it's a little bit different than the red Luffy that did 20, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, the guy who
But the one that did 20 was graded at 10. So these are raw prices.
That's a good point. I wasn't even thinking about that.
So the Buggy, if you could pull the Buggy SP Gold and get it graded at 10, it might push to 20K, if not more.
Really? Okay. Well, that'll be interesting to see what we see in this newest set. Because honestly, I was basing all of this on the assumption that we're doing apples to apples with OP-13 cards and OP-14, but obviously we were talking about graded versus raw.
Graded versus raw. But there is a notable sale that just recently happened. Is a OP5 manga card.
Yeah.
PSA 10 just sold for $19,500.
That's okay. Well, that's a crazy amount of money for One Piece. I'm honestly wondering, these people that are paying these amounts, if there are true collectors behind them. I would love to know.
I think so.
We heard from the guy who sold the $20,000 card. I'd love to hear from the people who are buying it. I want to know if we've got real One Piece fans. And it's okay. I mean, no judgment. If you're buying it because you're thinking it's going to go up in value or whatever the case, that's fine too. But I'm just curious of who's spending the tens of thousands of dollars on these cards. So I hope you're right. I hope it is people who are actually legitimately into it.
I hope so too. Yeah. Just another notable thing that I want to talk about on One Piece, and then we'll get off the subject. The U.S. Voyager or the U.S. Voyage promo that One Piece is doing with the different basketball teams.
Okay.
There are current sold comps on eBay for these promo cards that have not yet been released for $400.
So people are already selling a card that we don't even have a picture of yet? Or are there pictures?
No, there's pictures.
Oh, there are. Oh, okay. So we at least have pictures. I would be very curious of how they know for sure they're getting it. I guess, does it come with tickets? I thought it was like one of those where they did it like the Dodgers game where it was, first come, first serve.
And that's probably how it's going to be.
So then how
I have no clue. I have no clue.
Buyer beware on that.
Buyer beware.
Guys.
Which that brings me to my other point, and this isn't on my notes.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about this today at the Pokemon promo card that's releasing at the London Natural History Museum.
Which I am going to that museum while we're there, while that card is out.
Have you purchased tickets?
No.
Okay, so
my wife said the museum was free, I thought. She said that.
I think you have to purchase a ticket, or because the reason why I say that is because when you purchase your ticket during that time, you will also inform the museum which merch items you are interested in, and then from there you will randomly be selected to purchase those items.
What?
And that goes also for the promo card. You'll randomly be selected.
Okay, so I need to go ahead and buy tickets.
And then you need to bring your identification and all that to make sure.
Do I need to bring my passport too?
You'll have it on you.
I don't walk around with it. I mean,
you're going to be out of country. You're going to be walking around with it.
No, you just walk around with your passport on you. I leave it in the hotel.
If I'm in another country.
I mean, if I'm going to like Syria, maybe, but I mean, if I'm going to London, I don't feel like I need to have it on me at all times.
Well,
plus I blend in so well. Until I open my mouth. But yeah. All right. Well, that is very interesting to know. I am going to have to be buying that ticket. Couple other little things. Fanatics joins the entertainment side of how do you say this? I want to actually have this as a media clip. Fanatics joint venture with OBB Media is official. They are going to be entering Hollywood space. It's not anything that hasn't already been talked about a little bit here and there. I mentioned it on the other pod, but bottom line, I only view this as a good thing for our side of the hobby. For non-sport cards, it has to be such a positive to have actors and actresses using your production company or your production company employing them, and then maybe working in like, hey, by the way, this docuseries that we're going to be doing, or this movie that you're going to be a part of, can you sign a few of these either stickers or, please on-card autos even? That I view as like a positive thing. The fact that you've got Mahan, who is already fully involved in the entertainment side before coming over to Fanatics, makes me think like, oh, not only are they getting into the side of the business, but you've got people who know what they're doing, which means they'll be successful. And hopefully this could be something ongoing where it's no longer a strain to get autographs from some of these celebrities. They're just already coming. They're basically coming to them now. Again, I don't know what OBB, I guess, is more known for both sport and music documentaries or docuseries. Apparently, I think they did like some Justin Bieber thing before. They're already working on a Tom Brady docuseries. They've got stuff in the works with MLB, Olympics, WWE. So there will be sport, obviously, and maybe even music celebrities involved with signing. But yeah, I'm hoping they get into even more of the entertainment side of the world.
I really doubt that the reason why they're doing this is to help with their on-card auto.
Oh, not the sole reason.
Yeah.
No.
But I don't even think that somehow the Venn diagram they'll cross paths for sure, but I don't think that's even Fanatics is this huge, man. Fanatics is going to be like freaking Disney.
Oh, it's all synergy. It reminds me of, did you ever see In Good Company? I was talking to BJ Kroger about this the other day. In Good Company had Topher Grace, and it had Scarlett Johansson, a few other people, early 2000s movie. Anyway, it was a movie where they kept talking about synergy, but they were like, what does it even mean?
Yeah.
What's the point? Basically, it's just like different parts of a company. Of like, if Collectors owns PSA and they own BGS, and it's them working in tandem to grow both parts of the business. In this case, it's like, oh, well, Fanatics has this entertainment arm, and then they have the card arm. It's like, well, why don't we just use our entertainment connections to get them to sign cards for our card side of the business? It would make sense. Why wouldn't you do it? Especially if those are in demand already. So no, it's not, they're not starting it to do that, but obviously why wouldn't you if you
For sure
utilize?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just real quick, this literally just popped in my head. So all of WWE's merch is through Fanatics, and I think there is some sort of tie in there for WWE finally going into Topps and having that relationship.
I would think so.
Yeah. So I just thought of that.
No, I think you're right. I'm trying to see if there was something. For some reason, when he sent me this, BJ is always sending me things where I'm like, oh, I either use it as a story.
What's his real name?
Brian.
What's the J?
I don't know. I don't know if I remember asking him before. I should. What?
I've never met a BJ. Except for
never met a BJ?
No.
Isn't there a BJ's in? Never mind. We're getting into territory that Tori
right.
with DC Sports is going to want to clip up and use against me. Speaking of DC Sports 87,
consignor to all BJs.
Consignor to every BJ out there. But
I forgot I needed to bring some cards. I got some stuff that I need to sell.
Dude, I just sold. So I ripped a personal box of Marvel last week, and
Marvel Studios,
yes. I think the cards ended up in total, like the ones that I sent over to him, I think it was like maybe 6 cards or something like that. I think it ended up going for like $600-700 or something.
Nice.
Which, I mean, the boxes are, I think,
$600 or $700.
6, 7. Yeah, it was 6 or 7.
I didn't say it, guys. He said
yeah, no. And then Ro, she pulled. So I had 3 boxes of Marvel Studios left. I ripped one myself because I was like, I'm a little bit of a degenerate myself. I like to get high on my own supply. And
if I've ever met a degenerate, it looks like Sports Boy.
I ripped that one, but I had Ro pick it out for me. Guys, bodega cards in these breaks. If you ever join one of the Hobby Nonsense breaks on Fanatics Live, she's in there all the time and she's awesome. Her and her husband are great. They're huge supporters, but she has the ability to pick out some of the best boxes. Like, it's insane just the amount of times where she has pulled one of, if not the very best box that was in the case. And so I asked her to pick mine. And then after she picked mine, she decided, well, she's going to buy one for herself. When I'm thinking, oh, mine had 2 autos in the box, which typically there's 1 or 2 autos in the case. So I'm like, my box alone had 2 autos, and it had an out of 10 Shadow Box Rocket Raccoon in there, a redemption card in there.
Wow.
And I mean, that one alone sold for over 400. And so it's like, oh, wow, this is an awesome box. Like, you're not going to get much better than that. She goes and pulls a box that has a Spider-Man Reflections card in there.
Dang.
Which that alone, I think, did close to 400, something around there. But then she had an out of 25 Haley Steinfeld in there, which Haley Steinfeld, her autos.
Shout out to Josh Allen.
Yeah. Josh Allen, you did great. Did over, I think, close to $500. It was over 400. But it's so, like, I'm thinking I got the best box, and then she one-ups me and grabs like even better box.
That was a great case.
Oh, dude. Well, here's the thing. It wasn't in a case. I had bought 4. So that came
Just
from the
Lucy's?
EQL. That came from the EQL. I bought those from BJ Kroger. BJ had bought them because I told him, hey, this EQL's out. If you get anything, I'll buy it off you. So he sent it over to me once the EQL got shipped to him. And those 4 boxes, 2 of them were out of this world. The other 2 were just average. There weren't autos or anything like that in them. So yeah. Anyways, let's see. I think the only thing I had is Golden Globes have added a podcast category. So guys,
Golden Globes,
write your congressman or however. I don't know how you
do that.
I don't know. How do you write a congressman, or how do you?
Dude, we can win a Golden Globe.
Apparently. I mean, the fact that we haven't won one, the fact that Amy Poehler's podcast won and not us. I mean, she's funny. So I guess like that's
not
fair,
as funny as me.
Not as well as Solar Ray over here. So
I
yeah,
could be on SNL.
write your congressman. That's the way I assume every category of these gets won is by
Bill
writing
Lee?
your Congress. Is that who our congressman is? How many congressmen do we have?
That's our governor.
That's a political episode that'll never happen. All right. And then very lastly is an update on the Pokemon Lego story. So we already know Pokemon is now in the Lego world. Lego has put out 3 different sets. If you were wondering, if you couldn't remember, Raymond here,
not my name,
went on a, I wouldn't say a tirade, but he made a strong point that they're going to print this thing into the ground. Why are you buying it now? It's going to be out there forever. Well, the Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, the 3-character set that was like $650, it as of now is no longer available. And the little bonus badge set, the Kanto badges that went with it as you bought this, so we're giving you a free gift, that is not available. If you go to eBay, though, and check what some of these are doing, the Kanto boxes are doing alone over $200. The actual set is doing about $800 to $900 because they have taken it down. It is no longer available for pre-order. So I'm just saying, Ray's over here giving me a hard time when in fact, I think what they are doing, because they specifically marketed this to adult collectors, I think they want it to be collectible, one of these items that does go up in value.
It won't.
It did. It is.
It's not even out. Who's buying this?
The same people buying the One Piece cards that aren't out yet. It's people selling their pre-order stuff.
People are so dumb. There's
Well,
so many morons.
Listen, no, that was never the argument. If the argument is, are any really, really smart people do? Here's the thing. The people who are buying it right now at $799, $850. The people who are on eBay buying these pre-release items, they could be some of the smartest people. Maybe this thing doesn't get printed again for a while.
Get printed.
I know there will be more of them. I'm just saying there's a chance that these people are sitting on a nice little gold mine. Who knows? I know I am for sure because mine's already gone up in value. So I'm looking pretty good.
It's not though, because it's not even out.
The Kanto box alone's doing over 200. So that one's going to be rare. And I believe your words were, "Oh, it's just stickers on there. It's not even printed on there."
I wouldn't buy it.
On Ray.
This is I can spend $650 on so many other Pokemon things that will increase in value way more than this Lego set.
Really?
Oh, for sure.
I haven't even gotten this yet, and I can turn around and sell it for a profit of like $300.
I would advise you that you do.
You want me to go ahead and do it?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
I'm not going to.
I would advise you that you do.
I don't like to sell a pre-sale item.
Once this Lego set is officially out, I think that the market is going to tank at market, if not below market, or below retail. Excuse me.
Listen
for this set.
Could it happen? Absolutely, it could.
What are the average sold comps
for the one I was talking about? The 3 big main characters. All right, I'll tell you here's the problem. A lot of them have the Kanto box included in there. So the one that has like the Kanto box is $950. The most recent one that was sold today for $950. The one sold before it that does not have the Kanto box sold for $800. The one before that does not have the Kanto box sold for $850. So I would say, and the one before that was $925. So $925, $850, $800. Those were the last 3. You're still looking at a bit of a profit. And I know you
not much.
I don't even want to sell it at this point, but still.
You have to build it, man.
Now that I don't know if I can do. That Kanto box, those badges though, that's getting held on to.
It's so dumb.
It's
so dumb.
I'm not going to call you dumb. That would be
It's so dumb. You can go right now to any Temu or Amazon and legitimately get the same thing, but it's not in brick form.
Why would I want
get
that?
like pins?
I don't want that. I want the legitimate.
Like wear it.
The people make this argument with like Topps cards all the time. It's like, or even an Upper Deck card. Like, oh, I can go out and have like a sketch artist make me a
That's
sketch.
not the same argument.
You haven't even let me finish, so you don't even know the argument. The argument is it's all with name brand. It's all the branding that goes with it. So the fact is I could have a sketch done by somebody who would draw me maybe the exact same sketch as one that I would pull that would also have, on the backside made by Topps. Or the same sketch artist even could do it, where it's like made by Topps versus just a regular cardboard piece with the sketch. The Topps one is going to sell better every single time. So I'm just saying the same thing is the case here. Temu, yes, maybe you can get all these Legos to create the same thing, but you're not going to have the same value with it.
Whatever.
I'm sorry. I feel like I've offended.
Look at these pens.
I've offended him greatly.
See? And then you can put them on your backpack.
Well, those are actual pins, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool.
You get a box, like $12.
The Replay toy store in Indian Lake. Did you know it's leave a pin, take a pin?
Oh, no, I didn't know
You
that.
can buy pins off their board, but they also just have like a free exchange. So I'm like, let's go find some really bad pins. And then
Are you a pin guy?
Take the good pins. No, not really. I bought into a couple of Mama Breaks, and she sent me some really cool pins. I will say that. So
Disney pins?
Yeah, no, these were like X-Men ones.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Dude, we need to have a Disney pin collector on the pod. You aware of this?
I know it's a thing.
Collection?
I would be very interested. I want to talk to someone about pins. I want to talk to someone about Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels, okay.
Yeah.
What else we got?
I know you wanted to do a sneaker guy.
I want to do a sneaker
Even though
guy.
I think
want to do a
sneakers
hat
are
guy.
dead, but I'd still like to talk about them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What other? And guys, if you're listening, tell us what
collectibles do you want?
What collectibles do you want, dude?
You want to talk about the Pez guy? You want to get the Pez guy?
Dude,
on
I
here?
would love to get the Pez guy in here.
The Pez guy is interesting. I wonder how he would do on a podcast, like in person,
or any Pez guy. It doesn't necessarily have to.
I want the Pez guy.
My sister graduated with a guy that used to collect pens in high school. They
Like-
call him Pez.
wait.
That was his nickname.
His nickname was Pez, but he collected pins that you.
No, Pez. Did I say pins?
You did. Okay.
I meant
okay.
to say Pez.
Oh, okay. So that makes a lot more sense. All right.
Can I call her?
You want to call your sister right now and
I'm gonna call her
see
right now.
if she's still in touch with Pez?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? I mean,
Let's call her.
it's what else are we doing? I mean, it's not like anybody's waiting for us to do this podcast or anything.
What are you talking about?
Are you?
Oh, that's the wrong number.
Did
What
you
is-
just dial it in? Are you? What do you mean the wrong number? Oh boy, guys, this person blocked you, bro. You
How
said this
many
was
of
your
these
sister?
number- Yeah, I was like, what number do I have? Here we go.
Why don't you know your sister's
Live on air.
number?
Yo, what you doing?
Watching Sophia eat dinner, standing up. What are you doing?
I'm recording a podcast that you're currently on. Do you remember the person that you graduated with that you said collects Pez?
Pez?
Yeah, didn't you graduate with someone that collected Pez and you called him Pez?
It's never happened.
I don't remember.
Huh?
Was it me or Anna?
You.
Really?
This never happened.
What am I thinking of? Maybe I made it up.
This is great.
I don't know.
Hi,
That's
Ray's
funny.
sister.
I think, hey.
All right, I'll let you go. I'll talk to you
All
later.
right, that's funny.
Bye. Well, I'm
So good. Oh man, that's you know what though. I'm
Who was
sure.
that?
I'm sure she's probably wrong, and she was the one who said it, and she's just forgetting
I don't
that
know.
she knew
No.
a person named Pez.
Who was the Pez guy?
I'm trying to give you all the benefit of the doubt.
Was it my wife?
I'll tell you what,
No.
guys. By the next episode, we're gonna figure this out. We're
But
gonna figure out the
dude,
Pez person.
Yeah, Pez. Definitely want to get the Pez on. I do want to say I watched this video over the weekend, and it's on YouTube. It's like I guess it's like a collection channel or what, something like that,
Uh-huh.
of a 96-year-old grandma or 96-year-old. I don't know if she's a grandma. I say grandma.
A lady.
96-year-old that collects Zelda video games and currently still plays them.
Wait. Did you send me something about this? I've seen
know.
something about this recently. Wow, we're in similar feeds, apparently.
Algorithms. Yeah. But dude, the video is so good, and she just hangs out at home, and
Just
she
playing
has all
Zelda?
of her boxes like in pristine condition.
Does she knit little cases for them? I just imagine a lot of doilies.
No,
and
dude,
knit
she
things.
just is. She's just She's subscribed to the Nintendo Power, so she has a collection of all the Nintendo Power magazines.
What a cool grandma.
Dude. And then I watched same channel, guy that collects Scrooge McDuck stuff.
That is actually pretty cool. Scrooge McDuck is one of those characters who I feel like doesn't get enough love sometimes.
Well, this guy loves Scrooge McDuck.
Really? Does he have a big vault that he dives into?
Dude, you should see his house, nothing but Scrooge McDuck. His garage is Scrooge McDuck.
Is he Scottish?
No, he's just a
Really?
regular,
Just a
Jesse
regular
like Gibson man.
It's not me, by the way. I'm not the Scrooge McDuck collector, but I would be because I think
There's
it's
a lot
cool.
of collectors out there, so
Well,
shout out to the collectors.
It's funny you say that because I did. I wanted to get some content from it. I saved it in my watch later on YouTube, but it
the
was
Scrooge McDuck guy?
no. It was a post from I think it was when I saw it a couple days ago. It was from 8 days ago, so it's fairly recent. But it is a post about a Guinness Book of World Record biggest collections.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, this is really cool.
Can I guess?
I mean, I didn't, you can guess all you want. Like I said, I
Oh.
didn't actually watch the video, so I don't know. Oh, it was from 3 weeks ago. So yeah, not that long ago. But yeah, best of the best collections in the world from Guinness. It was on the Guinness YouTube channel. So I'll be watching. I will say one of the first images in there is Ninja Turtles. So
Dude, there's a
we got that
lot of
going.
money on you know what the most money, let me rephrase that.
most valuable.
Do you know what the most valuable figure of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is?
I'm guessing you're asking that because it's probably not one of the Ninja Turtles.
Correct.
Is it Kang?
Nope.
Oh, what is it Shredder?
Nope.
Is it a bad guy?
I don't know if it's a bad guy or not.
Is it what's their sensei? What's the rat guy? What's his name?
Master Splinter.
Master Splinter.
Duh.
Is it Master Splinter?
No, it's not.
Are you going to tell me then? Tell me the answer.
I will tell you the answer. So one of the most expensive Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys
Uh-huh.
is a figure called Scratch the Cat.
What?
So a loose, complete figure of Scratch the Cat sells for around $3,000.
When you say loose complete, why is it complete?
It comes complete is when it comes with all of its accessories.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Interesting. Scratch the Cat from Ninja Turtles. Well, now we know what to be on the lookout for. I'm just looking it up just so I know what this
Scratch the
character
Cat?
even looked like. So Scratch the Cat. Wow. I'm looking at it and he does look like a bad guy. He's in a jail costume or a jail outfit of some kind. Yeah, that's what's fun about the world that we're in. Yes, we talk about cards mainly on here, but it is fun to explore some of the other aspects. In fact, someone reached out, someone emailed the show, just basically thanking us for doing, going down these rabbit holes of some of these other cool side collectibles. And I appreciate Philip J. Fry for reaching out. And yes, I do know that's a character's name on Futurama. I can't help that that's the username that they've selected. I assume that's not their real name. Were you a Futurama guy?
No.
Were you a Simpsons guy?
Yes. I was a Space Ghost Coast to Coast guy.
I mean, that's fair. That's also a good show, but you weren't a Futurama guy, even in the early episodes. Wow.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, one of the most heartbreaking episodes is when his dog gets left at the pizza place, and then they fast forward through the years and decades, and then he passes.
Speaking of dogs,
We
another
have to end this episode, bro. We're going on an hour 40.
Speaking of dogs, another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure that you need to look out for that's worth a lot of money
Okay.
is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Hotspot Dalmatian figure. That is, sold comps of that toy is going for around $300 loose.
And on that note,
$640 complete.
And on that note, I think that's your show. Guys, thank you as always. Sincerely. The numbers have been jumping as far as the subscribers on Spotify
Destiny's
specifically. Jumping. They've been jumping just like Destiny's Child.
Ladies, leave
What
them
is-
in at home.
The club is full of ballers and the house. I don't know.
That's it. You got it.
Your friend. It's 11:30 and the club is jumping. So that's your show. Guys, I'm so sorry. Thank you all for listening. Please continue to.
I have
give
another.
us-
I have a
No,
story of
no,
jumping, but I will not tell.
Save it for off the air.
It has
or
to
next
do with Dustin
episode.
Collins.
I do want to hear it. Then next episode. All right, guys, have a great week. We'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.